Boom! What's happening, people? Welcome back to the Armament Factory with yours truly, Big Luch, for another watch along. That's right, guys. Today we are doing the FA Cup fourth round tie between Arsenal and Wigan Athletic. Now, Arsenal Wigan Athletic used to be Premier League rivals, haven't played each other for a very long time. I don't know if the last time was in 2020 FA Cup or it was in the 2011 FA Cup. I will look it up in a minute, but it's been a while since we've played Wigan Athletic. Obviously, they used to be a Premier League team. They even beat Manchester City once in the FA Cup final, so they are FA Cup holders in previous seasons. Sorry, I should say FA Cup champions in previous season. Um, However, today at the London Emirates Stadium, this is the fourth round. Wigan are at the bottom of League One, I believe. Let me just double check that just to be on the safe side. I don't want to give you some wrong information. But from what I remember, Wigan was in the relegation zone of League One. Is that correct? Yes, they are. They're 22nd in League One. And the last time Arsenal faced them, Arsenal. Last time Arsenal played Wigan Athletic was. Let's have a look. Oh, why it's not coming up? What's going on? Let's have a look here. No, 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 no. Sorry, guys. Give me 1 second. So Arsenal last played Wigan Athletic was 12 years ago in the 2014 FA Cup semi-final at Wembley Stadium on the 12th of April 2014. Arsenal won 4-2 on penalties following a 1-1 draw. I thought we played them after in 2020 as well. But I must have been mistaken. So yeah, last time we played them was in the FA Cup semi final in 2014, guys. So it's been 12 years since we played Wigan Athletic, and like I said, they used to be Premier League. They used to be a Premier League team. Once they got relegated, they never found their way back into the Premier League, unfortunately, and they just started tumbling down. They're in League One now. They're in the relegation zone of League One, so they're also in fear of getting dropped down to League Two, which is a shame for a club with the stature of Wigan Athletic and the fan base, the support that Wigan Athletic get. It's a shame that they're tumbling down the English leagues like that, but it is what it is. I mean, that means there is another spot open for another club, and there's been other clubs that have been doing fantastic over the years that have managed to get into the Premier League. Teams like Brighton, teams like Brentford, and maintaining their position there. Right. So today, FA Cup fourth round, Arsenal versus Wigan. We're coming off of a 1-1 draw with Brentford. I'm not sure what game Wigan played last. I don't really follow League One, to be honest, guys. So I'm not going to go into all of that. But they're not doing very well in League One, so I don't see this to be a major problem for Arsenal. Obviously, we've made major changes. Let's quickly have a look at the lineup as we have only 11 minutes left. So Arsenal are playing 4-3-3. Kepa Arrizabalaga in goal, Ben White, William Saliba, Christian Mosquera, and Ricardo Calafiori. I was going to say Carvalho. Calafiori at the back. So obviously Kepa maintaining his position. He has been the keeper in the Carabao Cup and the FA Cup, so he is the cup competition keeper, other than obviously the Champions League. So I like the way Mikel Arteta, if this is the way he's done it, but I like the way that he split all four competitions amongst the two keepers. So the number one keeper, obviously having the two major trophies, although FA Cup is also a major trophy in England and across Europe, I would say, but or in the world. I think it's the most prestigious cup competition in the world. So it does have a lot. Does hold a lot of tradition and value, especially in England. Obviously, being the FA Cup. However, like I said, Mikel Arteta has split the two UK or the two English Cup competitions with the two major trophies among the two goalkeepers that we have. So Kepa Arrizabalaga maintaining his place in the FA Cup. Whether that changes, I don't know. In the final for the Carabao Cup, I don't see him taking away Kepa's position in the Carabao Cup. I would believe, or I'd like to believe, that he's going to keep him in goal for the final. And I'll be very sad for him if he's been the keeper for the whole run and then in the final it gets changed. Um, However, in the FA Cup, maybe later on in the fifth, sixth, seventh round, I don't know, wherever we get to, um, he might then make a change. I don't know. We'll see what happens there. But Kepa Arrizabalaga in goal for now. Ben White coming back as right back. Um, well needed. We've missed him. He does go injured a lot, which is a bit of a nuisance. But he's a fantastic right back. Him and Yuri Timber absolutely fantastic on the overlap. Doing great, coming inwards as well. With the, like, inverted right and left backs. Um, or inverted fullbacks, I should say. So he's playing back at right back. Then William Saliba today is partnering Christian Mosquera. It's not a partnership we haven't seen before. We've seen this partnership before. There has been mistakes. Yes, 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 Peakster. Welcome, Peakster. We've got Peakster in the house. Everything good, my friend. So we have seen this partnership before. There has been mistakes in this partnership. Hopefully now they've been eradicated. Hopefully Christian Mosquera has got more confidence because he's a fantastic defender, guys, and his ceiling is sky high as well. I mean, he can just get better and better and better, and I wouldn't be surprised, as he's Spanish, that at some point some of the big Spanish clubs will try and come in for him or come back in for him as they wanted him before he came to Arsenal as well. So William Saliba and Christian Mosquera, it's a great partnership, experience and youth, which is very, very good. Hopefully, William Saliba can keep control of Christian Mosquera and keep him um, kind of like concentrating as much as possible. I don't see a big difficulty for them, to be honest with you. Like I said, Wigan is in League One and in the relegation zone of League One. So I mean, it is the FA Cup, anything can happen. But I don't see them being able to dismantle that partnership of Saliba and Mosquera. And obviously, Ricardo Calafiori coming back in as left back, much needed, as he also does get injured or has been injured quite often and needs to get more minutes under his belt as we come towards the end of all the competition, or towards the end of all the competition, so the latter stages of all the competition. So he needs minutes under his belt, definitely. Peakster says, got you on my phone and the game on the TV messed up my sleep schedule, so I'm trying to stay awake until 20 so I can fix it. What you mean, bro? Hold on. Got you on my phone and the game on the TV messed up my sleep schedule. Yeah, I know that. I saw the Fulham Stoke result, bro. Give me 1 second, Peakster. Let me just run through the lineup. So Ricardo Calafiori back as left back. Then now this is the bit of a surprise that I got. I did say before in my other content videos that Christian Norgard more than likely will come in as a midfielder because he needs minutes as well. And he's, to be honest with you, I think he's a fantastic football player. His visions, his passing range. I don't know why he doesn't get more time to kind of cement his position in the Arsenal squad, even for the Premier League. Especially now that Mikel Merino got injured, he should be getting subbed on more often. I don't think he's getting enough minutes, but then again, what do I know about football? Mikel Arteta knows much better than me. So I wonder what that is. But I'm glad that he's getting his start in this FA Cup fourth round. Hopefully he does well and shows why he should become a more regular feature in the Arsenal team across the board. Now, so I said Christian Norgard in the middle of the park, and then you got Eze on the right hand side in front of Ben White, which again I don't think is his favorite position, but let's see what he does in front of Ben White and behind Madweke. Hopefully, those three English players can really team up on that right hand side and become a severe and also a problematic attack trio for any team, let alone just Wigan. And then on the left hand side, this is where the surprise is. Miles Lewis Skelly is not playing as a left back. He has gone into his, I don't know if it's his preferred position, but a position that he grew up in, where he originally played, which was in midfield on the left hand side. So he's gone up as a left-sided midfielder today, which is great for us to see. I've always wanted to see him become more diverse and see what he can do in other positions. We saw against Real Madrid last season, I believe, when he had that fantastic run and played the ball into Mikel Mourinho for that third goal at home, and that was an absolutely fantastic game. So we know what Miles Lewis Skelly is possible. I mean, what he's capable of. The only thing is he able to keep his composure, and also is he able to stay concentrated enough where he doesn't make those silly mistakes with picking up yellow cards or going into the tackle too hard. And that comes from experience. Obviously, the more experience you get, the better you time your tackles, the more concentrated you are, and then obviously it's just experience. So his ceiling again, sky high. He can become a absolute world beater, a regular for England as well. So Miles Lewis Skelly as a left-sided midfielder is going to be fantastic to see. He's going to be in front of Calafiori, obviously, who takes the left back position, and right behind Martinelli, who is featuring as a starter today in the FA Cup. So Martinelli on the left hand side as the attacking winger. Madueke again on the right hand side as the attacking winger. Deserved so. He's been playing well. Um, every time Saka does go out injured. Um, well, one second. I'm just watching Grimsby against Wolves. What a pitch they're playing on. They're literally playing on like a Sunday league pitch. That's crazy. Grimsby got knocked out as the players come out. But hold on a minute. Saka's in the tunnel. There must be a last minute change because Saka's on and not Madueke. So it looks like Saka's gonna be in front of Eze and not Noni Madueke, or is Noni? I'm confused because I'm seeing Noni Madueke now as well. Let's just have a look. I think there's been some last minute changes, but as I go through it again, so Miles Lewis Kelly on the left hand side, Eze on the right hand side, Norgard in the middle of the pitch, then Gabriel Jesus as the number 9, Martinelli on the left hand side as the attacker, and it says here Noni Madueke on the right, but I see Saka leading out the team, so I don't know if there's been a last minute change here. But let me quickly run through the Wigan athletic lineup as well. So we've got Tickle in goal, Aimson, Kerr, and Fox as the back three. Very dangerous play, but that obviously will change into a back five with Hunt on the right and Murray on the left, who will come back in and create a back five. So yeah, Saka and Noni. So that means what's going on here? That means I'm gonna have to look at this lineup on the TV quickly. But like I said, Murray, Moxon, Ware, and Hunt in midfield for Wigan, and then Wright and Borges Rodriguez on the right, and Taylor up front. But let me look at the lineup here quickly on the TV. So the starting 11: Martinelli, Saka, Madueke, Norgard, Eze, Lewis Skelly. So what's different from here? Saka, Eze, Martinelli, and Madueke. They're all playing. Let me see how they line up. Okay, 4-3-3. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Oh, so Calafiori has been taken out. So that's the change. So Miles Lewis Skelly goes back into his normal left back position. So it's for Arsenal: Kepa in goal, Lewis Skelly, Saliba, Mosquera, and White at the back, and then Eze, Norgard, and Madueke in the middle of the park, and then Saka, Jesus, and Martinelli up front. Right. Peaks says Skelly left mid should be interesting. That's been changed now. Peaks, sorry, let me go back to what you said. Fulham almost drew with Stoke. That's correct. I saw that. Woke up at 7:30 yesterday. Been awake since. Whoa. So now I'm just trying to stay awake. And well, good luck, Peaks. I hope you stay awake and stay with us, dude. Skelly left midfield should be interesting. Well, that's been changed now. Calafiori obviously must have picked up another injury. That's sad to see. But he's gone back into his left back position. Keybun says strong team against bottom League One side. Let's see if he can score in open play. I think so. I don't think we'll have any problems against Wigan today, bottom of League One. It should be a drubbing, but you never know. The thing is, dude, these clubs, they take the occasion. I mean, you have to take the occasion into consideration. A lot of these teams, they too do then step up when they play the big boys, and they wanna, they wanna make an advertisement for themselves. They want to make themselves an advertisement to try and get back into the championship, get signed by a championship club or get signed by a Premier League club. So they'll play that little bit extra. They'll play that little bit harder. They'll concentrate a little bit more. All of that does take effect. But we've got a strong bench, so other players can come back in. But I don't think Wigan is going to play the same way they play in League One. Today, this is the FA Cup. It's a very prestigious cup competition, and like I said, a lot of these teams step up against the big boys. We've seen a lot of Premier League upsets already. A lot of clubs getting knocked out by these lower league teams. So anything can happen. Right. Peakster literally just said it. Anything can happen. What's a second half Trossard super sub? Oh, want a second half Trossard super sub, which is possible, which probably will help. Yeah, Calafury's off, says Peakster. So we're about to kick off, guys. We're about to have lift off here. Like I said, there's been some minor changes. I will run through the bench, and we've got lift off here. I will run through the bench in a minute to see who's on the bench. But like I said, we've got a strong squad out for this FA Cup. We are taking these competitions much more serious than we have in the past. Arsene Wenger in the past used to always reserve these early stages in these competitions, and especially the Carabao Cup throughout, to give the youth some experience, to give the youth some minutes. However, we've come to the stage now that we have to take all these competitions serious. We need silverware, guys. Our cabinet has been gathering cobwebs for the last 5 years. It's not good. We need to get some new silverware in there again. So here come Arsenal now with a long kick forward. And as we speak about that, Pixar says, we have played incredible in the FA Cup, not with our first 11, so who knows? No, but I think we do have enough. I think in the latter stages when we face more Premier League opposition, when we face more stronger opposition, possibly he'll then start changing it more into the first team. But to be honest with you, I want to see the rest of the squad. Here's Eze. Great ball in from Saka. Saka running. Martinelli couldn't get the ball. It was Jesus, sorry. Couldn't get the ball into Saka and Martinelli. Eze obviously wants to put in a great performance. Here comes Wigan, though. Wigan already on the attack. Christian Norgard trying to defend now. Miles Lewis-Skelly blocks the cross. Fantastic. And the ball comes to Eze. Eze plays it out now. Was that Jesus that just lost it right in front of our box? What is he doing there? See, I told you guys, look, it's a strong start from Wigan. You know, I heard a quote the other day on the radio, which I found very interesting. Somebody said on the radio the other day, they called in and they were talking about after the Arsenal Brentford game. And they were saying his dad, who's been a long life Arsenal supporter, said to him that you can always tell in the first 5 minutes whether Arsenal are going to be good or Arsenal are going to be terrible. And that is such a true fact. You know, I thought about it deeply because I was thinking about repeating it on my stream. And I thought, is that actually true? Now that I think about it, I kind of have to agree with it because I can tell from the first 5 minutes, 10 minutes, roughly what kind of game Arsenal is going to play, how they're going to cope, and how they're going to deal with it. And that's why in that Brentford game, I don't know if you remember, Peakster, from the first 5-10 minutes, you can go back to my stream and watch the first 5-10 minutes of the kickoff. I literally kept saying, oh my God, this is going to be one of those games. We keep losing the ball. We keep giving it away. They're closing us down very quick. We're not concentrating. Sloppy ball. Like all of that stuff I was saying. And that made the penny drop in my head. You know what? It's actually correct. It's when you see Arsenal from the first 5 minutes putting in proper passing and there's fluidity and there's good action and there's chances being created. That's when you know Arsenal's going to have a good day. Like right now, Eze, great play. I like that. So far, so good. Ben White on the ball now. Christian Norgard, again, another player I said that needs more minutes for Arsenal. Another player that can really add to this squad, to this team, with his range of passing, with his vision. Here comes Saka now. Saka plays a cute ball into Gabriel Jesus, who plays it into Noni Madueke, and it's a throw-in. What? I'm sure the Wigan player just touched it. Even Noni Madueke arguing with the linesman. Noni didn't even touch it. How is it a throw for Wigan? This is the problem as well. No VAR in the FA Cup up to the 5th round. That's because a lot of the smaller clubs in the lower leagues don't have the facilities for VAR. So VAR is not going to come in until the next round. So a lot of these decisions today you're going to see are going to be crazy. Yeah. Peakster says Sunderland game was amazing. Then all 90 minutes, then Brentford such a drop. That's what I mean. So that's what I was talking about. You can always tell. Here come Wigan though, but Saliba's got it covered. Plays it quick, straight into Kepa Arrizabalaga. That's what I mean. You can tell with Arsenal, like right now, so far, obviously, again, you have to take the opposition into consideration. Um, but so far, so good. There's no sloppiness, even if it's not the regular team. All these partnership have played with each other plenty of times now. Um, so I'm pretty sure we should have a good game. But like I said, we will tell in the first 5 to 10 minutes exactly what kind of game it will be. Maybe other fans from other clubs look at their club the same way. Maybe it's just one of those psychological things. Here comes Noni Madueke. But the keeper, what's his name? Tickle. Man like Tickle gets the ball really quick away from Noni Madueke. The Wigan fans travelled for quite a distance to come to London and watch their club. So uh, hats off to you guys. Here's Saka now. Saka, another player that needs to get in form real soon. Needs to start producing what we know he can produce to get us over the line this season. Miles Lewis Skelly, unlucky, great run, but Saka gets the ball back. Here's Martinelli. This is what I'm talking about. This furiosity, we need more of it, not just against the lower league oppositions. We need it against Premier League opposition too. There is fire in their belly. There is this heat about Arsenal where they want to just prove everyone wrong, including me, because I had a massive go at them after the Brentford game. If you watched my reaction video, I even got comments, people telling me, "Oh, you'll go support Tottenham. Oh, you're a fake fan. Oh, you're this or you're that." And I don't mind all of that. It's absolutely fine. Football at the end of the day is subjective. Everyone watches it and sees it through a different lens. What I saw against Brentford was just not good enough for Arsenal wanting to win the league, and I stick by that, and I stick by everything that I said then because I genuinely believe it. Right. Want to see some no guard magic? Yep, me as well. Here comes Gabriel Jesus Noni Madueke. Back to Jesus. Shoot! Shoot! Why, bro? You had the chance to shoot. Noni goes back into it to try to get the ball. Christian Norgard. No, Ben White, sorry. Ben White. Play Christian. That's it. Christian Norgard now. That was so silly from Gabriel Jesus, but that comes from not being in form and not having confidence at the moment. Uh, that last game against Brentford, him not coming on. I'm not sure what that was all about. But here's Noni in the box. Is he gonna cross? Is he gonna shoot? He wants to shoot, but he plays it. Saka, no, Eze, shoot! Eze does shoot, but it gets deflected, and it's a corner for the Arsenal. It's pouring down with rain at the Emirates Stadium. London's been raining all day today. I mean, the puddles that you see outside today, you talk about swimming pools on the road, guys. Something needs to be done. I don't know if the pipes, the sewers are clogged up or what, but the London roads, especially North London, Northwest London, is just water everywhere, everywhere, everywhere. I mean, it's been non-stop raining all day today. It's pouring down with rain now, and you know what they say: when it rains, it pours. Hopefully not. Nicholas Yova now set piece coach for the Arsenal. Peaks says hesitation though is still an issue. Yep, still an issue. I don't know why they are hesitating to take shots. We had barely no shots on target. I don't think we had any shots on target. Did we? Maybe one or two against the in the Brentford game. But I remember the second half. I'm sorry, the first half. I think we had maybe just one shot on target in the first half, and that's just not good enough, guys. It just isn't. We need to start trying to take shots from outside the box earlier. Don't hesitate. We're always looking for the last pass. We're always looking. Miles Lewis Skelly, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, son. Yes, see the youth? He doesn't care. He's got the cojones. He's got no fear. He said, yeah, give me the ball. Let me take a shot. Bish, bash, bosh. Doesn't matter. It goes over. It doesn't matter. 9 times out of 10, they'll go over. But that one time, you never know when that is. That's what I'm talking about. When they need to do more of that. Even the experienced players, they need to do more of that. They need to start taking shots. They need to start being braver. And like Peekster just said, stop hesitating. And Peekster says we had 13 last night. What do you mean 13 inches of snow or centimeters of snow? That's crazy. But you know what I was reading today, Peekster, that there is some sort of Antarctic or whatever, or North Pole or Greenland ice or something. There's some sort of storm coming from either the southern hemisphere or the northern hemisphere. I don't know, but there's something going on with the weather. So we might be heading for another ice age, dude. Here's Saka though. Plays it into Noni Madueke. Plays it to Ben White, but too deep, too fast, too hard, and it goes out. Unlucky Ben White couldn't. No one is looking at Ben. He's like, Ben, so I couldn't get to it. Oh, he's saying to him, I couldn't touch that. I was offside. I think that's what he's telling him. Because even I was thinking, like, why did he not play that? Why didn't he go for that? Oh, no. Minus 13 degrees. So I didn't even see the minus. Peaks has said we had minus 13 degrees Celsius in Denmark. I said, that's crazy. That is nuts. I don't think we've had it that cold here in England, in the south of England anyway, for a very long time. Not that cold. We hit like 0, maybe -1, -2, and that's cold for us. I mean, we're dying in them kind of colds. What a ball from Eze to Gabriel to Nodi Madueke, 1-0 to the Arsenal. Fantastic start. I told you, you can tell from the first 10 minutes with Arsenal what kind of game is going to be. I did say more than likely drubbing. What a fantastic ball from Eberici Eze to play into Madueke. It was just absolutely fantastic. I can hear them crying at the lane. Eberici scores again. Well, he didn't, but he passed. One chat with Mick Arteta, he said, wow. F off Tottenham, Mama Guna now. What a ball from Eberici Eze. He didn't score, but just look at the weight on that pass. Noni Madueke had to just take one touch, and that touch was a shot. Bends it around the keeper. A 1-0 to the Arsenal. The old adage of a 1-0 to the Arsenal. Peaks says, let's go, Noni. What a run. I had a feeling that is going to happen. Saka smiling, Madueke smiling. Eze smiling. It's good for Eze's confidence as well. It's good for Eze's. Oh my god, my stream is lagging again. Peakster, is my stream lagging badly? I don't understand why it's doing that. It's been doing this the last couple of streams. I'm not sure why. Here comes Ben White again. I don't understand why my stream is lagging. I need to sort this out, man. I need to figure out what's going on. Because this is not good. Right. Gabriel Jesus. Again, Gabriel Jesus so deep. I'm not sure why he's so deep. Christian Mosquera. William Saliba. Ben White. Looking. Saka. Maddis. Saka. Gabriel Jesus. Christian Norgard. Plays a long ball forward towards Martinelli. Oh, okay. Don't worry, man. Right, here's Eberici Eze. But we can get the ball and play it forward. Taylor now chasing. But Kepa Arrizabalaga comes out quickly and clears it. Right, Wigan with the throw. Eze. Another long ball forward by Eze looking for Martinelli. No, Gabriel Jesus, but he's offside. This boy needs to stop getting offside, man. Honestly, he needs to start timing his run. All I ever see from Gabriel Jesus is offsides. Bro, time your bloody run, man. Like, I don't understand. Do you know, bro, like, if I go pull up the stats, he's probably got the most offsides ever for Arsenal in the Premier League. He's an offside merchant. Like, all he does is get offsides. I love him, don't get me wrong, and I think he's a fantastic addition to the team. And obviously, he's been blighted by injuries and he's had a lot of issues. But here, Norgard helping out his defense. Christian Mosquera now, great defending by Norgard. As a great ball to Miles Lewis Skelly now. Yeah, that's the only thing about his game that he needs to adjust. Is just time your runs better, man. Stay behind the line, not in front of the line. Because now with VAR, I know there's no VAR in this game. Noni Madueke now. Again, Noni Madueke having a big presence and a big hand in what's happening in the team. He's really, really making a name for himself in this Arsenal team and this Arsenal squad. Obviously, I doubt he will be replacing Saka, obviously. But them two fighting out for that position can only bode well for us. I mean, Saka and Noni Madueke both trying to get that right hand side spot um, cemented for themselves. That kind of competition breeds great players, so that will bode well for us. Here's Eze again. Eze having again a big paw. He loses. He gets caught in possession again. Now it's Taylor running with the ball. He slips. Unfortunately, it is raining ridiculously in London. He slips, and Arsenal get the ball back. Martinelli now. Saliba calms the game down, plays it to Christian Mosquera. Miles Lewis Skelly now. Martinelli. So far, Christian Norgard's been doing fantastic. Um, Here's Noni Madueke again. Saka. Them two are playing very well with each other, both on the right hand side as well. I don't know how that works, but they're both there. I mean, Saka's been given free reign to run around. It's like they're circling each other. Oh, that's a foul. Come on, they're trying to break Saka's leg. Right, it's a free kick for Arsenal. Taking quick Christian Norgard now. Miles Lewis Skelly. More of that earlier with the shots. Gabriel Jesus. No, Mosquera. Ah, what a bad cross. I think that was Gabriel Jesus trying to cross the ball in. Couldn't. Now Ben White. Noni Madueke again. Ben White runs to the byline, back heels it, tries to back heel it to Saka or Noni. Couldn't. We can get the ball back and clear it only as far as Saliba holding off the ban and keeping the ball. Great play by Saliba. Advantage, says the referee. He could have pulled it back for a free kick, but he says no advantage. Here's Christian Mosquera and Ben White. Norgard. 79% possession for Arsenal. Obviously, that's clearly, I mean, you can clearly see that majority of position is with us. Here's Saliba. Nice ball into Noni. Like I said, a lot of the threat is coming from the right-hand side. Eze, what a ball into Ben White. Almost, it does get blocked and then taken away from Ben White's feet. He was offside anyway. Wigan, breathe a sigh of relief. Right, long ball forward by Tickle. And the ball goes all the way back to Tickle. Tickle with the long kick forward, looking for Taylor, but the ball goes all the way to Kepa Arrizabalaga. Right, Mosquera, Miles Lewis Skelly. Right, Saliba. Oh, Peakster says, come on, yes. Oh, we got another goal, Martinelli. You must be ahead of me. 2-0 to the Arsenal. Come on! I told you we could tell from the first 10 minutes. I did say it's going to be a drubbing. It's only Wigan. 2-0 to the Arsenal. Hold on. Peakster, how many seconds are you ahead of me, bro? What minute are you on? Eze again with a fantastic play. It's 2-0 Arsenal. Yeah, I don't think Wigan know what's going to happen to them today. I think it's going to be a severe drubbing. Start off with Saliba, Gabriel, and was Christian Norgard into Eze. Eze, what a fantastic ball again. Second assist for Eze, like 20 seconds. Oh, man, that's annoying, bro. Let me see if I can fix that. We should be around the same time now, no? Hopefully I've adjusted it. I don't know, man. Right, Christian Norgard now. Miles Lewis Skelly with a great ball, looking for Martinelli. Unlucky, a little bit too wide for Martinelli to run on to. Goes back to Wigan. Wigan start fresh now. Tell you what, Arsenal were pressing Wigan harder than they were pressing Brentford the other day. Beekser says could be a 4-0 game. Definitely. Definitely. I mean, if we're 2-0 in and 20 minutes, I mean, it looks like they're scoring a goal every 10 minutes. So if you want to calculate it like that, then yeah. That would be like 9-0. Yeah, it's been raining like this all day. Here comes Ben White trying to run to the byline. Does he keep the ball in? And he slides all the way to the advertisement board. Unlucky, couldn't keep the ball in. Yeah, Peakster. I mean, it's flooding everywhere in certain places in London and England. I mean, the rain has been ridiculous. It hasn't stopped raining for 1 day since the start of 2026. But today it's just been crazy. It's just been non-stop. It's like someone left the tap on and it's just pouring, pouring, pouring. Tickle plays a long ball only as far as Arsenal's defense, who play it forward, but now goes out for a Wigan throw-in. Yeah, you have it like that. You got that spitting rain, and then you got that heavy downpour. But it's on and off. Sometimes it's during the day, sometimes it's at night time, but it's like rain every single day. Saliba goes back to Kepa Arrizabalaga. Whoa! Kepa tried to clear it, but Taylor jumped in front of him to try and press him, and it goes out for a goal kick. Arsenal get it off quickly again. Here we go. Tomorrow, Macclesfield FC against Brentford. Macclesfield, that's one of those clubs that are I think that's non-league football. You know, Macclesfield is a non-league football team that's playing in the fifth round. The fourth round of the FA Cup. Who did they knock out? They knocked out Crystal Palace in the last round. Exactly. If Beekser says, yeah, it might be a 9-0, we're 1/3 of the way. Well, look, listen, if they score a goal every 10 minutes, then yeah. Here come Arsenal again. Saka out by the byline. 3-0 Arsenal on goal! Arsenal 3, Wigan 0. It is demolition time. I mean, you might as well start putting the kids on from now because they're not handling these boys. Stop it. Come on. Yeah, Wigan look lost. Although it was an own goal, it was great play by Saka. It was great play by Ben White as well. He played in Noni Madueke, who quickly ran down the line. So Saka next to him. Played Saka in towards the byline. He crossed it in. And then the defender, I don't know what defender, but I believe it's Kerr. I think Kerr got his head to it. Yeah, it looks like Kerr got his head to it. Was it? No, it wasn't Kerr. Who was that? Hunt. Hunt got his head to it. Unlucky. He's not happy with himself. Wigan Athletic fans, they're like, why did we come down? Why did we come all this way? Taylor now is trying to get a goal, but great defending by Mosquera and Saliba and Kepa quickly there to recover. Oh, gee, that's why I wrote 1/3 of the way. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, man. So it's Arsenal 3, Wigan 0. Here come Arsenal again. Martinelli for the fourth goal. Oh, Gabriel Jesus. Oh, unlucky. Tickle, tickle, tickle. Just about got away. Just about got away with it. We might see 2 goals in 10 minutes, Speakster. What was it, offside? No, it wasn't offside. That was a great ball, though. Who played that ball? Saliba or Mascara? Wait, show that ball again. That came from the Arsenal defense. That was Mascara that played to Martinelli, innit? Martinelli, though, I'm not sure why he didn't shoot it instantly. He allowed the keeper to save it, and then Gabriel Jesus should have just shot there. Oh, no, because the defender come in the way. That ball, though. Here come Arsenal again. Noni Madueke and Saka on the left-hand side now. Martinelli in front of the goal. Noni. No, Saka, sorry. Here's Martinelli. He takes a shot. That's it. More shots. I like it. Saka just took a shot from outside the box or just inside the box. Martinelli just took a shot from outside. That's it, guys. More shots, man. More of that kind of play. Come on. Yeah, Wigan Athletic fans, they're thinking, bro, why did I do this to myself? It's not even been 25 minutes and 3-0. Why couldn't this have been Brentford game? Well, that's the Premier League standard for you. There's 2 different. I mean, look, Wigan, bottom of League One. You're talking about a team that's probably the most informed team in the Premier League in Brentford at the moment. It's a whole different kettle of fish, mate. It is what it is. Thing is, Brentford are not that bad, Peakster. They're actually quite good. Here's Eze. It's just this Wigan team. They can't handle a Premier League team like Arsenal, especially not top of the Champions League Arsenal, and they got to play Wigan, who's bottom of League One. Come on, man. It's not. That's not. It's not a good matchup. You know this is gonna happen. I said it's gonna be more than likely a drubbing. But here comes another ball by Eze Gabriel Jesus. It is 4-0 to the Arsenal. This is going mental. This is absolutely crazy. All right. Oh my god. I got to update the score every 2 goal speaks to Gabriel Jesus on the score sheet. It's only been less than 30 minutes. What is it? 26, 27 minutes. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable, mate. I'm telling ya. This is nuts. This actually might be a crazy, crazy dubbing. My God, man. Jeez. That ball from Christian Norgard. I told you lot, his passing, his vision. Why does he not play more often for Arsenal? I don't understand, man. He can probably pick out Gyökeres on a sixpence. I think if Christian Norgard plays more, Victor Gyökeres scores more, you know. Honestly, I genuinely believe that. I think if Christian Norgard's on the pitch and he can make passes like that, he can literally pick out Gyökeres in front of goal, send the ball to him, and get him to finish like that as well. That does need to be tested. I have to say that kind of thing has to be tested. That kind of combination. I'm really not sure why Christian Norgard doesn't get more gets more time on the pitch for Arsenal. Honestly, I don't. Peakster says, hold on, dude. Peaks says, I'm honestly clap if they score because it's really tough for them. Peaks says, because of what we paid for Zubimendi, Rice, Odegaard being our captain. Consider we only paid 13 and he's 31, but he should get more prem time. Yeah, but look, I don't care about how much we pay for players, Peaks. I don't care about money. It's all about form and how you're playing. Oh, snap. Hold on. Yeah, it's all about form and how you play, and it's not really about. They shouldn't put a price tag, a situation like that, like oh, because of its price tag and whatever. It should really be about current form. And if you're seeing that in the last few games that Christian Norgard, look at the sunset in London, Peakster. Look at that clouds and the sky. Anyway, yeah, if you look at how Christian Norgard's been playing recently, then definitely he should be starting ahead of Odegaard. I think so. I mean, Odegaard's not that he's been bad, but I swapped them around. I know he's captain, but we're trying to win. Like I'm starting to lose that nostalgic kind of, or I don't know what to call it, the kind of thought pattern of oh no, he's captain, so he has to play. Oh no, he's star boy, so he has to play. Oh no, we paid this, but no, all of that goes out the window for me when it comes down to we need to win the Premier League. Then it just comes down to the brass task, and that is who's in form, who's playing better. I don't care they paid 60 million for Gyökeres and 5 million for whoever. If that £5 million striker is scoring more goals than a £60 million striker, I'm not gonna just play the £60 million striker because I paid £60 million for him. That's not a winning mentality. That's not a winning formula. That's not a winning mentality. That's not a winning formula. Here comes Martinelli though. Ooh, great block by the Wigan player, but I think it was Saka that played it forward again to Gabriel Jesus. Could this be the fifth? So yeah, Peakster. I mean, I don't buy into that rhetoric of yeah, we paid that much money for him and whatever. It's really about. But then again, it could be Christian Norgard is shining in this game more so because it's only Wigan and they don't know how to deal with his balls, paws, his footballs or his passes, I should say, um, as well as a Premier League team would do. But Beaksy says, mean we also got to see him play 90 minutes against City or Liverpool, but he's great and I want 90 minutes against him. Yeah, so exactly. That's what I'm talking about. So you have to also see him play against better opposition to see how he will do. But in the meantime, I do want to see more of him. I want to see um, his experience at 31 that he can bring into the middle of the park. Like sometimes when you see, like when he used to put Mikel Marino on, for example, why didn't he put Christian Norgard on? It's like he sees Christian Norgard only he needs them only either for the cup competitions or he needs them to secure up the defense when we're defending a 1-0 or a 2-1 lead. And he's like, okay, it's coming towards the end of the game. Let me put on Christian Norgard to be that defense in front of the defense and help them out as well from set pieces and so on and so forth. But definitely deserves more time on the pitch. I mean, look, Pizza says, I believe that's their thought process. And that's what I'm saying, Pizza. If that's their thought process, then that's incorrect. Really incorrect thought process. It's got nothing to do. It, the money that's paid on players or the price that's dictated on that player, it's only just numbers that people throw out. It doesn't really have a real meaning, that kind of value. It's just like, oh yeah, no, we want 60 million for this player, or we want 15 million. They try and say they base it on stats and performance and age and blah blah blah. But I don't know about all of that, man. Because look, at the end of the day, if you're still good, I mean, obviously this is a bit of a weird example, but if you look at Ronaldo, Cristiano Ronaldo, for example, now in Saudi, he's 41 years old. He's going to play in the next World Cup. Um, he's still doing good stuff. I mean, I know he's an exception, and he's kind of like one in a God knows how many millions that can be like that. that kind of mentality. Um, but if he was to be at Arsenal and he's performing good at 41, I don't care if Gyökeres. We got him for free and we got Gyökeres for 60 million. If Ronaldo's coming at 41 and he's banging in goals, he's getting goals left, right, and center, assists. His play is much better. He's creating more space for everyone else. I'm playing the 41-year-old that I got on a free. I'm not playing the 60 million pound because that's what I'm saying to you. So you might be right in saying that's how they're thinking. But if my club thinks like that, then they got a looser mentality. Keep a clean sheet. Well done, Kepa. If they didn't keep a clean sheet, my God, it would have been a disaster. I mean, I know you feel sorry for them and you'd want them to get a goal, but you want to keep a clean sheet. That's the most important thing. He can't really get into a flow when he gets subbed in the last 5 minutes of a game. Kepa, what a save. Yeah, you're right. That's the problem as well, because obviously he's not getting enough minutes. He can't build up that game time, that, concentration, that level of play that he wants, that he had at Brentford, especially the season before he signed for us. I'll be honest with you. When Brentford sold Norgard, Buemo, Wissa all at the same time, I thought they're gonna struggle. Plus, they lost Thomas Frank as well. I think they're surely gonna go down. Look, great investment, great scouting system, good replacement manager as well. And now, bless him, look at Thomas Frank. Got sacked from Tottenham, and then I got Tudor, or I got Tudor, whatever his name is. The Croatian is now in charge of Tottenham. But I think that's just interim. Sorry. Well, yeah, what a fantastic save by Kepa earlier, guys. It looks like the game has slowed down a little bit. Arsenal still going for it. Gabriel Jesus. No, Miles Lewis Skelly, sorry. Right, Tickle. Ben White. Saka. Saka's all over the place. Can I be honest? I like the position Saka's playing today. He's playing that position we call in Holland Spitz, which is like number 10 kind of role, where you're just literally all over the place, back and forth, all over left, right. You're kind of like doing that cross up and down and then diagonally. But you're like covering a lot of ground, and I like that. I like that. I like the way that Mikel Arteta's trying to kind of trial out some new partnerships, trial out some new um, uh, uh, um, formations or tactics of play. Here's Christian Norgard again with a great pass to Saka. Saka nutmegs. What's his name? Number 4, Aimson. Nutmegs Aimson, and then gets a foul. Peaks says that save from Kepa felt like Raya's save against Brentford. The Spanish DNA got some banger saves. Trust me. And guess what? They was never really known for their goalkeepers. They started having goalkeepers once they had like Casillas and Valdez. Before that, I don't remember that great. I mean, there were obviously Spanish keepers, but I mean, like really, really great Spanish keepers. I don't remember before Casillas and Valdez, and obviously now Raya and Kepa as well. I never really looked at Spanish keepers like that. But yeah, Saka, Noni Madueke. Is this another Arsenal goal? Noni Madueke runs to the byline, crosses it in. Boom! Ooh, I wanted it so badly for Christian Mosquera, who has not scored for the Arsenal yet. A great defending by Raphael as well. Great defending by Wigan, but I wanted that goal for Christian Mosquera. He deserves it. He needs to get on the score sheets. I think he wants to be like Gabriel and get more goals from set pieces and crosses, obviously. Unlucky that Raphael was there at the time. If he wasn't, he could have got a bit on the ball and maybe directed it into the back of the net. But here's Arsenal with a corner. Eze, Eberici Eze. Is he going to take it short to Gabriel? No. Saka and Noni Madueke both standing on the outside of the box at the D. Pause. Eze, yo, Tickle saves it just about. Nearly fell to Ben White. Tickle had 2 attempts at it and he plays it forward looking for Taylor. Can Taylor do anything? No. Yeah, he does. He plays it towards Fox. No, it's not Fox. It's bloody Hunt. The Fox Hunt. He's Murray. Murray with a cross, but Kepa Arrizabalaga saves it fantastically. Here come Arsenal again. Ben White. Christian Norgard. You see how a lot of the play goes through Christian Norgard now? Noni Madueke, Eze having a fantastic game. But again, you got to put it into perspective. It's only Wigan, bottom of League One Wigan. They're not like formidable championship team that are trying to get promotion into the Premier League where you can say, okay, maybe they're coming to that Premier League level. No, they're bottom of League One. So you have to put that into perspective. I've seen these kind of games before years ago when we used to play like when the Middlesbrough used to started dropping down and they weren't in the Premier League again. We used to see them in the FA Cups and the holes and we used to give them drubbings 5-0, 6-0. I remember Middlesbrough one time. I don't remember if they were still in the Premier League or not, but we played Middlesbrough and Thierry Henry got a hat trick and it was like 7-0 or 7-1. I remember till this day I was so happy with that game. This is before like social media and before like everything exploded, like the accessibility of the internet and seeing the goals and seeing the games again and all of that wasn't as how it is today. So I actually ordered that game. Saka. Ooh, Saka took a shot. Unlucky. Noni Madueke gets the ball back. Ben White. I was so happy with that game and I was so excited like that we had won by that much. I went and ordered the DVD um from the Arsenal store. Like I bought something else as well. I bought like I don't remember, like a magazine, the DVD, some what was it again? Like a mouse pad and coasters, like just a bundle of things. Um yeah, and I remember I kept on watching that game over and over again. That used to be crazy. Um now thinking about it, like I don't even know where that CD is gone. But if you could just go on YouTube or Google and put in Arsenal beat Middlesbrough 7, I think it was 7-0 or 7-1. But I remember Thierry Henry getting like a hat trick or 4 goals. Um, and it sort of feels like this kind of game as well. It sort of feels like this FA Cup fourth round. We're 4-0 up already inside the 42nd minute. Um, I mean, if they can get 4 goals in one half, I'm sure they can get another 2 or 3 in the second half. Here comes, maybe they get the fifth now. No, Di Madueke gets fouled, stays on his feet. Wigan get the ball back. Great play by Wigan now. They're breaking free. Wigan with a shot. Kepa Arrizabalaga with a save. That was Rafael. That was a good shot, though, from Rafael. Whoa. Rafael Borges Rodriguez. But why have they got Borges Rodriguez if he calls himself Rafael? Anyway, Rafael with a fantastic shot just now. Saliba with a long ball forward to Saka, who heads it on to Martinelli now on the left-hand side. Martinelli, who's gets away from the Wigan player, crosses the ball in, but Aimson, now Eberici Eze gets the ball from Aimson. He couldn't clear it, only as far as Eberici Eze. Here's Martinelli again, who's got Weir in front of him. Martinelli trying to get away from Weir. Can't get away from him. Gets to the byline, crosses it. Oh, he squares it and no one's there. I don't know who he saw that he played the ball there. Christian Mosquera nearly stumbling over his own feet. Managed to not do that and get the ball to Kepa, who played to Saliba, and now Christian Norgard. That clumsiness, though. Here's Noni Madueke. Can he keep the ball in? And he does. No, he doesn't. It goes out. All right, we're coming close to half time, guys. Sensoon is with us today as well. Martinelli now coming forward. Gabriel Jesus behind him gets the ball. Plays it to Saka. Oh, he couldn't control it. Unlucky, son. Saka nearly got it. It was just a little bit too far ahead of him. Couldn't get his toes onto it. Couldn't get the ball. And it goes straight to Tickle and then plays it out. And here come Wigan again. Fox plays it back towards Kerr. Oh, Aimson. Kerr. Here's Matt Smith, former Arsenal youngster, who actually won the FA Cup with Arsenal the last time we played Wigan. I think, when was that? 2014, the semi-final, and then we went on to win that FA Cup. I think, if I'm not mistaken, he was in that Arsenal squad, so he has got an FA Cup winners medal from Arsenal. Man like Matt Smith. Right, guys, quickly the bench. Hicapie, Maglia, Gabriel, Gyökeres, Trossard, Setford's on the bench, Zubamendi, Rice, and Salmon. Jeez. I did say at some point bring the kids on, man, because if this is going to be 5, 6, 7-0, you might as well give them a run out, man. Get them some experience. Hopefully we keep a clean sheet, though. Right, Eberici Eze, Christian Norgard gets caught on the ball by Matt Smith, but it's a free kick for the Arsenal. Let's go. Saka. Eze. Ah, he thought Saka was coming behind him. Saka got pulled up, but guess what? Eze gets the ball back. Noni now. So where's all this kind of play been from Eze, man? Oh, and he gets caught in possession again, but gets the ball back quickly. Ben White. Salibaba. Crossfield ball straight to Gabriel Jesus, who gets a throw in. Who's going to take it? Gabriel? No, he's going to give it to Miles Lewis Skelly. Why is no one helping him? Someone run towards him to get the ball, man. That's it, Gabby. That's it. Gabriel makes the run, gets the ball. It's half time. Whoosh. Right, guys, it's half time. It's Arsenal 4, Wigan 0. I mean, we did see this coming, guys. I'll be honest. We did see a drubbing coming. It's sad for Wigan that they got this far into the FA Cup and then had to face a giant like Arsenal. You'd want them to play a team like Grimsby or Macclesfield, and maybe you'll see a proper slugfest. But to put Wigan with Arsenal at this stage, I mean, Arsenal top of the Champions League, top of the Premier League, in the Carabao Cup final. Playing a team that's getting relegated from or in the relegation zone of League One. It's just a very it's a very harsh reality for Wigan to have to play Arsenal at this stage. I mean, they're already 4 goals down. If it stays the way it was going, and Arsenal are able to play, I mean, at this point, it's a training match for Arsenal. And if they're able to keep it a training match and then just, um, get their rhythm going and get a couple of more goals, maybe that will put us well going forward to the Wolves game. And hopefully we can do the same thing to Wolves, who are the bottom of the Premier League. And then the big crunch time, guys. We got Tottenham after Wolves, and that's going to be at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Obviously, look, I have confidence in my team that we'll beat them. Do I have the confidence that we'll do to them what we did at the Emirates and Eberici as a hat trick? Probably not. But I would love to see Eberici as they play there and and get another couple of goals there against Tottenham. But as I said in my reaction video, it seems like a lot of Arsenal. It's really funny because I genuinely think a lot of Arsenal fans are stupid. Like, honestly, I genuinely think so. Maybe me too. I don't know, but I was talking about this game in my reaction video, and then somebody types a comment saying, "Go and support Tottenham." Then, like, I don't understand. How does that even make sense? Like, honestly, I was talking about that game is potentially a banana skin because one, they have no FA Cup, so they got like a 12-day rest or 11-day rest, whatever it is, right? No game. They can go on holiday for 5 days or do whatever. I think that's what they've done. They've gone to Dubai for 5 days or whatever. So they get to have a massive break. We've had to play now 3 games. So Brentford, Wigan, and then Wolves, and then Tottenham, right? So we're congested with games. We're playing game after game. Yeah, we have maybe a bigger squad or a better squad. It doesn't really matter. But what I was saying is that that game is potentially a banana skin. Not the Wolves game. No, the Tottenham game at their ground. Tottenham away. If you're really an Arsenal fan and you've been watching Arsenal for a long time, then you know that those games are never easy, whether we are challenging for the title or not. Tottenham away is never an easy game. Yeah, we go there and win and make it look easy sometimes if they're having a bad day. But Tottenham away is never an easy game. Never. That's the North London derby, guys. So it's like, so I'm saying on my reaction video that could be potentially a banana skin. They're having a big rest, and at the same time they've got a brand new interim manager, right? Which will give them a new manager bounce, right? Which has happened to Arsenal before. I remember when Sean Dyche went into Everton a couple of seasons ago, and then we played them next. Literally when he came in, and they had that new fresh look about them, and ended up drawing 1-1 with us when we went. Oh no, we lost to them 1-0, I think, at Goodison Park. We ended up losing 1-0. Another mistake by bloody Aaron Ramsdale at the time. Um, so these things, these kind of little margins do take effect in those kind of games. So I'm explaining that in my reaction video, and then somebody comes and comments, "Oh, why don't you go and support Tottenham then?" Like, listen, guys, even if you want to troll me, I don't have a problem. Come and troll me, but make it make sense. Don't just come and type, be a keyboard warrior and just type whatever. Oh, go and support Tottenham then. Well, what's that got to do with what I'm saying? I'm saying that we're having a difficult run in the latter stages of the season now that we've dropped points, because it affects the morale of the squad. It affects the confidence, the concentration. A lot of the mental aspect of football gets affected when you drop points, and significant points. Like all of these points that we dropped in the last, I don't know how many months or weeks, since the Man United game, and even before that, a lot of these points that we dropped were really unnecessary. And if we hadn't dropped those points, we would have wrapped the league up. We would have been crowned champions already. Maybe not mathematically, but definitely in a sense of like, yeah, no one's catching them up, because we're not losing 4, 5, 6 games when there's like 12 or 11 games left. Do you understand? Do you see my point here? So I was saying that the Tottenham game is a potential banana skin, the Chelsea away is a potential banana skin, and Man City away is a potential banana skin. Now that's 3 games, right? So that's 9 points on the table. If we only get 2 out of those 9 points, or let's say 3 out of those 9 points, Man City are gonna go ahead of us. And that's what I was trying to explain. And then people come out like, "Oh, we don't want fans like you," or "Go and support Tottenham," and some absolute ridiculous comments that don't even make sense. Like, I don't, I've had people come in and troll me, and it's been banter, and I've been going back and forth with them in a banter way, and that's not a problem. But when you come and you want to make a comment or you want to say something, make it make sense. Don't just be like, "Oh, well, then go and support Tottenham." Then, like, that doesn't, that has nothing. There's no relation to what I'm saying. There's no relevance to what I'm saying. Why would I go and support Tottenham? Because I'm saying that's a difficult game. Because that could be potentially a game where we end up drawing with them like 1-1 or 2-2, which has happened many times. We've even drawn 4-4 with them before. But like I said, a lot of these Arsenal fans, I don't know, man. Other fans call them delusional. I think some of them are genuinely stupid. I genuinely think some of these Arsenal fans literally just go to the stadium to drink beers with their friends and they're not really concerned about the game. But then they want to turn around and go, "Well, I'm a season ticket holder." So what does that mean? What does that mean? Because I have to buy tickets and spend more money than you means you're more of a fan than me. Like that doesn't even make sense. It just like it baffles me. Honestly, the stupidity that they come out with is crazy. It doesn't bear no relevance to what I'm saying. It doesn't bear no relevance to, like everyone is all of a sudden the supporters police. Everybody wants to be the police on who's a real fan and who's not a real fan. And bro, just support your club and shut the front door. Like, don't be trying to police who can be a fan and who can't. I'm a season ticket holder. So I probably know fans that are not season ticket holders that probably love the club more than you or support the club more than you. They've been around the world with the club, gone different countries, spend ridiculous amounts of money on their club when it comes to merchandise and this and that and blah blah blah. But because you're a season ticket holder and you go to the match to socialize with your friends and have a couple of beers, makes you know more about football or makes you understand the game more or makes you know the club more or you love the club more, bro, shut the front door. Honestly, like the stupidity that these some of these Arsenal fans come out with is just ridiculous. Either argue with me about the football that's being played, about our current form and how we're playing. And if you then want to turn around and say to me, no, but we're doing well though, we're 4 points ahead, then I know you don't understand football. Then I know you haven't been watching football long enough, whether you have a season ticket or not. It doesn't bear no relevance whatsoever. Talk to me about the football that's being played, and that's it. Don't tell me anything else. Don't try and police who can be a supporter and who cannot. Okay? Don't be so daft. Football is a subjective matter, meaning that we may be watching the same football match, but we're seeing it differently. So we all can have different opinions. Some of these Arsenal fans are bridesmaids. They're losers because they don't mind coming second. No, no, I care about winning. I have a winner's mentality. I want to win. Anything less than winning is failure. And we've been failing for the last 22 years in the Premier League. We've been failing for the last 30 something years in the Champions League. We've been failing across the board. Carabao Cup, this is the first time we're in the Carabao Cup final in like 30 odd years. That's failure. But these Johnny come lately Arsenal fans want to come and be like, you know, but yeah, but we're second, 4 points ahead. So I've seen Arsenal be 10 points ahead and lose it to Manchester United at this stage of the season. So what are you talking about? 4 points doesn't mean nothing. 4 points is one loss and a draw. What are you talking about? And Man City are ahead of us. What are you really telling me here? So there's a lot of keyboard warriors around, and obviously I appreciate that and I understand that, and I have no problem with that. Absolutely fine. You don't have the cojones to start up your own channel and have your own views be broadcasted to everyone. That's not a problem. But then when you come to troll me, just make it make sense. That's it. That's all I want. And that's happened before. People come and they might be upset with something I said, and we have a dialogue, a back and forth dialogue. Sometimes it's banter with other fans from other clubs, and we go back and forth, and it's fun, and it's just part of the game. But then you have some of these dumb, stupid Arsenal fans that think they're better than everyone else for whatever reasons, and you don't even know if what they're saying is true. But they come and they want to be like, no, no, I'm a better fan than you. Like, when they put their nose up to you, like, oh. But you have nothing to say. You're not telling me anything productive, or you're not telling me any opinion that I mean that counters my opinion or that defeats my opinion. They're just coming on talking absolute nonsense. Oh, go and support that team then. Oh, you're not a real fan. Oh, well, just make it make sense. Just come with a correct argument, and I'm open to hear it, and then we can go back and forth and talk about it. I'm not here to start beefing my own supporters or my own fans. No, I love my fan base. I love the Arsenal supporters. Our culture is one of the best cultures in football. Every other football fan of every other, I mean, and how do I put this? Every fan base of other clubs would love to have a culture that the Arsenal fan base have. They won't admit it, right? But what do you think they're saying when they're on YouTube or on TV or other places and on radio, and people are like, oh, Arsenal fans, man, they're so annoying, man. They get on my nerves, man. But you know why? Because that's hate. They're hating. And why are they? Why does somebody hate on someone else? Because they wish they were like them. That's the biggest flattery you can get, is when somebody's hating on you. And that's why people hate on the Arsenal fan base. Is because we have the best culture. It's at least in English football. We have the best culture as a fan base when it comes to diversity, when it comes to actual support, when it comes to everything, just everything, being behind the team, whatever, traveling with the club, the international fan base from all around the world. I mean, look, Peakster, we got Peakster here. He comes from a line of Arsenal fans that come from Denmark. Him, his dad, probably some other family members, whatever. But who? But look, there's fans that we've had across Europe, across the world, for a long time. So the culture that they bring when their children become Arsenal supporters, and their children and their children. So we've got big fan bases in the US, we've got big fan bases in the Far East, we've got big fan bases in Europe and everywhere, right? And we're all here to support one another. We're all here to support the same club, right? So when we talk amongst each other, it doesn't have to be bickering and arguing. Like, for example, I once watched Troops TV, right? And big up to Troops. And anybody enjoys that kind of content, please go and subscribe to Troops. Watch his content. He does podcasts with other content creators. They do a lot of stuff. So go and subscribe and like to them. But I remember one time after a game that we played, and I think we dropped some points or whatever it was. I think it might have been after the United game, actually, and he absolutely lost his head, and he started talking about other Arsenal fans and telling other Arsenal fans to go suck their mother and this, and it's just like, okay, I get clickbait and I get you're doing a lot of this is maybe theatrics or whatever, part of it as well, but like that's no need for that. Like if I have a different opinion from Troops, if I'm sitting there watching his content and I've pressed the like button, and then all of a sudden out of nowhere I am saying, "Oh, whoever has this up here, go suck your mother," that's ridiculous. That's crazy, because now you're sowing discord amongst your own fan base, and that's the kind of stuff I don't like. Other than that, do go and follow him. Do go and subscribe to Troops TV. Like his content as well. However, the game's about to start, so I gotta just get the timer ready. Right, Arsenal's kicking off from right to left. Looks like Gyökeres is coming on. Peakster said would be insane if get a second hat trick at their ground as well. Yeah, that would be crazy if Eze gets another hat trick at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. I would love that to happen, especially in the situation in now. But we've kicked off, and Gyökeres is on. Pardon me. I'm so far behind, man. Why am I so far behind? I don't get it. Why am I so far behind? I'm sorry, guys. I'm about 20 or 30 seconds behind. I'm not sure. I've tried to fix it. I'm not sure why this is like that. But yeah, you guys are going to have to bear with me. You guys are going to see things before me. But it looks like Gyökeres is on, and it looks like Gyökeres came on for. Who did he come on for? Martinelli at the byline. Gets pushed away, and it's a goal kick. Why have they not said who he's coming on for? Who he's come on for? It looks like Gyökeres has come on for Saka, because that's the only player that I see that's missing. Christian Norgard, Eze. Yeah, it looks like Saka's come off because Gabriel Jesus is there, Martinelli is there, Noni Madueke is there. Yeah, it looks like Saka's come off. Sorry, and Gyökeres has come on. Uh, yeah, I just see it now. Peaks the Peaks has just said it as well. Bukayo's off, because I was wondering. I was thinking, wait, hold on. I see Jesus there. I see Martinelli there. I think it's going to be a much slower second half now. I think Mikel Arteta said, "Listen, guys, just take it easy. It's a practice game now. Just try and keep a clean sheet. If you do get another chance, obviously go and take it, but don't push too hard. Maybe." Um, Here comes Noni Madueke though on the right hand side. Christian Norgard. See, Peakster, you see what I said earlier? We've got Christian Norgard on the pitch now. We've got Gyökeres on the pitch. I want to see Christian Norgard. I think maybe that's what Mikel Arteta's testing out as well. Let's see if that passing range of Christian Norgard will help Gyökeres. And again, we've got to put the team that we're facing into perspective, because it might not work against the Premier League team, but it'll be a good chance to see those balls in from Christian Norgard. Here's Christian Mosquera though. Oh, Miles Lewis Skelly, fantastic turn. My God, for a youngster to make a turn like that, he left the Wigan player for dead. And I think he got a knock on his head as well. Oh, snap. Right, it's a corner for Wigan. Sorry, Arsenal. What am I talking about? Right, it's a corner for the Arsenal. This might be the fifth goal. Are you going to take a short? Yeah. Short corner, Eze, Noni, back to Noni. Martinelli crosses it in. Oh, Gabriel Jesus, unlucky. Unlucky offside, though. Again, offside, Gabriel Jesus. My God. I think Gabriel Jesus gets more offsides than he gets goals, you know. Honestly. Honestly. Look, he's smiling. He knows, bro. That's what I'm saying. He knows what everyone's thinking. Bro, you are an offside merchant, bro. It was a great save by their keeper, but it looks like Noni's on the right in front of Ben White. Martinelli's on the left. Gyökeres. Huh. I think maybe the formation has changed. Maybe he's playing a 4-2, a 4-2-4, maybe, or he's playing a 4-2-1-2. Sorry, 4-2-1-3, something like that. Because it looks like Gabriel Jesus is in that 10 position, and Gyökeres is up front as a 9. But well, or they're swapping it around, or he's playing with two of them up front. Here's Gabriel Jesus, Miles Lewis Skelly, Christian Norgard. What a ball! Looking for Ben White. Ben White chasing it, gets to it, plays it back. Oh, he tried to play it back to Gabriel Jesus. He couldn't. He gets it back now though from Christian Norgard, then loses it again. But Ben White's on it. Gabriel Jesus again. Noni again. And Arsenal lose the ball again. I told you there's no real urgency in the second half now. They're playing very casual. Um, It looks like a lot of the Arsenal fans have left as well, man. Stadium's looking empty now all of a sudden. Or they're still in the break getting their beers and that. Here come Arsenal! Gabriel Jesus looking for Gyökeres. It looks like, yeah. It looks like Gabriel's playing behind Gyökeres in the 10 role. So their formation must be 4-2-1-3 that they're playing now. Or is it 4-1? Might even be 4-1-4-1 actually. That's what he's playing. Martinelli gets a corner. Fantastic. And he's offside. It might be that he's playing 4-1-4-1, Peakster. So he's playing the regular 4 at the back, then Christian Norgard in front of them, and then a midfield 4 of Noni Madueke, Eze, Gabriel Jesus, and Martinelli, and then Gyökeres in front of them. Yeah, I think that's what he's doing. 4-1-4-1. That's what he's playing. That's a Manchester City lineup as well. That's what Manchester City usually do. They line up 4-1-4-1. Right, here's Ben White. Christian Norgard. Eze now. Eze. Keeps the ball well. It's advantage played by the ref. Eze still with the ball. Jesus now. Norgard. Jesus. Noni Madueke. Ah, ball into Gyökeres. Shoots. Oh, and he hits the post. Unlucky Gyökeres. Very good shot from Gyökeres. Unlucky. Gabriel Jesus now. Ooh, and he leaves the ball for Wigan to collect. That's the kind of sloppiness I was talking about. You see, that's how you know they're just seeing it as a training match. Because if it was a real tense game with pressure on, they could have never left the ball like that. Had to just bounce back towards Wigan. So they've taken their foot off the gas a bit. Arsenal doesn't look like they're gonna force it too much. Obviously, Mikel Arteta saw that goals are gonna come easy in this game, so he threw on Gyökeres. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't get no goals in this second half because Gyökeres can't score. That'll be deep. But that was a good shot by Gyökeres. Look, at the end of the day, credit where credit is due. If Gyökeres starts playing fantastic, what can I say? If Gyökeres all of a sudden becomes the best striker in the world, you think I'm gonna be like, oh no, he's shit. No, I don't like him. No, I hate him. No, I hate him right now because of the way he plays. Not him as a person or a human being. I'm sure he's a great, fantastic guy. He looks like a great guy. Um, I'm just purely talking his football, his form. I hate his form. I hate his form the form that he's in right now and the way that he's playing right now. I hate it. I don't like it. I don't like it at my club. And that's what I'm talking about. But if he turns it around and then becomes even better than Haaland, what can I say? I'm gonna be like, well, great, fantastic. That's what we wanted. That's what we bought him for. We bought him because we had a vision of him being a fantastic striker. He's turned up and showed us he's not. But if he's able to turn that back around and then become a fantastic striker, I'm gonna be like, no, I still don't want him at Arsenal. Come on, man, don't be stupid. Everything in this moment is what you're judged. You're judged by how you are at the moment. You're not judged by what you might be in the future or what you was in the past. Thierry Henry before coming to Arsenal was a mediocre player. He had some sort of prospect, but he was a mediocre player. He'll tell you. The big fish at that time in that youth system from Clairefontaine was Anelka, Nicolas Anelka, and Thierry Henry will tell you that. But look at the two different paths that they took, and both of them were at Arsenal. Great ball by Ben White to Victor Gyökeres. So these things do happen sometimes. Sometimes it just doesn't work out at a certain club, and then you go to another club and you become one of the best players in the world. Now I'm hoping Gyökeres is just going to be like this season, and then next season we can start fresh with him, and then he can show us exactly what he can do when he can focus on his football from preseason and everything else. Obviously, we understand that he didn't really have a preseason or anything like that. And it looked like he gained weight, to be honest with you, by not playing football and not training. Well, here's Eze. Eze is going to try and take a free kick. We've seen him score free kicks from this distance many a times for Crystal Palace. He's got it in his locker. I don't know why he doesn't take more free kicks for Arsenal. I guess because Declan Rice and other players have been doing so well at them. But Eberici Eze has a fantastic shot, and I wouldn't be surprised if this is a goal. I can hear them crying at the lane. Eberici scores again. Here he comes. This time it hits the wall and we can clear it, but only as far as Anoni Amadaweke. Hey Noni. Noni Madweke. Noni. Noni Madweke. Miles Lewis Kelly with the ball to Martinelli and unlucky. Doesn't quite reach Martinelli. Gets cleared by Wigan, sorry, only as far as Raphael, who's getting chased by Martinelli and Eze, and it's a throw in for Wigan. Hey, Noni. Noni Madweke, hey, Noni. Noni Madweke, hey, Noni. Looks like Trossard might be coming on, yeah. Peaksy ahead of me. Trossard coming on. Looks like Salmon's coming on as well. Lekomayu Salmon. Why not? Must be fantastic being so young, being at Arsenal, coming on for the FA Cup. My God, these are dreams I had as a kid. Ben White goes all the way back to Kepa Arrizabalaga. Miles Lewis Kelly under pressure though. Plays it very calm and collected to Mosquera, who Christian Mosquera is just playing it forward now. Martinelli. Looks like he's going to come off. Gabriel Martinelli as a shoot. Oh, unlucky Eze! I was just about to listen out to hear them crying at the lane. Unlucky. Eberici Eze with a great run into the box. A ball coming in from Martinelli and then on his left foot. The angle did get really tight. So you can't fault him for that. He still had a shot. Unlucky it wasn't on target. But here comes Salmon. Who's Salmon coming on for? Saliba, man like Marley Salmon. Well, we might not keep a clean sheet, but this is good. And I'll tell you why this is good, because now Christian Mosquera will be the more experienced out of the two centre backs, and he can lead Salmon now and pour the experience he's getting. Noni Madueke is coming off. I actually thought Martinelli was out. Why would you not take Martinelli off for Trossard, and why would you take Noni Madueke off? Anyway, yeah, so Christian Mosquera can be the more kind of like what's the word? The more mature, the more experienced footballer on the pitch, or the more experienced, sorry, centre back on the pitch next to Marley Salmon. So Marley Salmon comes on for Saliba, and Trossard comes on for Noni Madaweke. Right, the ball's just being headed back and forth by Arsenal and Wigan now. Christian Norgard grabs it, throws it in the air again. Right, Marley Salmon's first touch was at Gabriel Jesus. What am I talking about? Plays it forward now. Oof. Eze slows the ball down, gives it to Christian Mosquera. Now Miles Lewis Skelly. You can see how much Miles Lewis Skelly, how much experience he's gained just since last season to this season, man. I mean, his development is crazy. Eze now, Trossard to Eze. Eze in the box again. Foul, surely. Oh, referee says no. How was that not a foul on Reparici Eze? He's having a fantastic game, being that it's against Wigan, obviously, but still, you can only play who's in front of you. Peaks says Dauman was 15, like so many ballers at such a young age. Yeah, well, Dauman is one of those special talents, Peakster. Peakster says, so weird to see two strikers and two left wingers on the same time. Well, look, there has to be times where you got a kind of like experiment with your squad, Peakster. So this is the perfect game to experiment in, because you can't really experiment in Premier League games or other more important games. So when you're 4-0 up in the first half, you're like, you know what, I'm going to experiment. I'm going to put these two together. I'm going to play this system here. And like I said, this is a 4-1-4-1 system that Man City plays a lot. Now we'll see how we cope with it. I don't think he'll play it, obviously. Kepa punches the ball out. Why didn't you just grab it, you silly sausage? Wigan still with the ball. Wigan shoot, but Kepa saves it. Offside anyway. Yeah, definitely offside. Yes, Trossard. Pixar says just odd because I've never seen that. Well, no, it's not something that Mikel Arteta does regularly. But like I said, this is the kind of game you got to experiment in and see if something like that could possibly work, and then maybe give it a go in a more important game once you've got a couple of goals. Here comes Trossard, but remember, Peakster, you wanted Trossard to come on as a super sub and score. Here comes Abirici Eze, Gabriel Jesus, Gyökeres! And the ball goes out of the box to Miles Lewis Skelly, who plays it back into Ben White. Is he going to cross it or play Jesus? He plays in Jesus. Crosses it in. Oh, no, he took a shot and the keeper saves it. Man, like tickle. And it's an Arsenal throw-in. I wonder how many shots on target we had in this game, because we must have had quite a few. Gyökeres got dropped on the floor as well. Benny Blanco. Come on, son. Right, Benny Blanco. Miles Lewis Skelly to Marley Salmon. Benny Blanco plays it back to Arrizabalaga, who quickly has to make a sliding tackle, but it was a foul on the keeper anyway. But that was dangerous. What was happening there, mate? Oh no, don't tell me he's injured. Ben White played a dangerous ball back towards the keeper. Somehow Kepa managed to sort it out, but I mean, he left Marley Salmon in no man's land and Kepa as well. Kepa managed to sort it out, but that was a little bit unfair on Marley Salmon, to be honest with you. If Ben White would have tried to play him in, knowing that a player was coming in for him. Cristiano, I think that's why he didn't play Marley Salmon. He was meant to play Marley Salmon, but he realized that no, if I do that and something happens, it's gonna ruin this kid's momentum in his career. So let me play it back to Kepa instead. Here's Martinelli, Marley Salmon, nice and composed, straight to Christian Mosquera. Here's Trossard bombing down the left wing. Comes inside now. Miles Lewis Skelly, Christian Norgard. I haven't seen any of those passes to Gyökeres. That means Gyökeres is not running in the right spaces. See, that's an indicator to show you that he's not making the right movement, because I haven't seen one Christian Norgard long ball. Here comes a crossing. That was a bad crossing from Christian Norgard. He gets the second attempt, plays it to Ben White. Now Martinelli. Now Christian tried to make the run. But that's what I'm saying. You see, Christian Norgard, if you're in the right position to make a run in behind the lines, in behind the opposition defender, Christian Norgard will find you and he'll play that ball. Martinelli now looking for Trossard. But it seems like Gyökeres doesn't go into the right positions for those balls to come in. Trossard tried to take a shot instead. No, he crosses it. Oh! Nearly on goal, but who was that? Fox. Fox in the box had to clear it. Man like Fox in the box. Boom. Could have been easily another own goal. Peaks is like, yes, Trossard. That's what I'm talking about. When I see Trossard subbed on in the second half, like 90% of the games, he has been fantastic. That's very true, Peakster. Yes, more of that. But I've always said that. I've always said that both Martinelli and Trossard are actual super subs, because both of them, when they come on as a sub, they do fantastic. It's when they have a full 90 minutes or they start the game. Oof. Keeper grabs at the back post. Tickle. Oh, Miles Lewis Skelly. That's what I was talking about. Those kind of challenges. See, got another yellow card. If he's able to eradicate that from his game, this is what I was talking about in the start of the match, where the inexperience and the youth comes in, is those kind of challenges and tackles. Yeah, obviously it's gonna happen in football. I mean, he can make those even when he's older. But at 4-0, there's no need for that. That's what I'm talking about. At 4-0, in that position where the player was at that part of the pitch, there is no need for that kind of challenge. Just stay with him, see what he does, and time your challenges better. But when you go in rash like that and you're able to get a yellow card and you're 4-0 up and you don't really need to get a yellow card, like, that shows the inexperience and the youthfulness of him. If he's able to eradicate that from his game, like I said, his ceiling is ridiculously high. He can become one of the best for England. Peaks says, "Oh God, that could have been red." Nah, I don't know about. Oh, here's Martinelli. Is he gonna play Gyökeres? He's looking for Gyökeres. Who heads it to Eze? That was bad. But here comes Gyökeres again, who heads it backwards. I don't think he saw where that happened. Peaks says, "Oh my God, that could have been a red." I don't know about red, but I mean, yeah, still dangerous. But that's what I was talking about in the beginning, Peaks. If you remember when I was talking about Miles Lewis Skelly, I don't know if you made it when I was talking about Miles Lewis Kelly, or you came in after, but that free kick for Trossard quickly to play in Gyökeres, and it wasn't even Gyökeres that played in Martinelli. I thought it was Gyökeres that played in Martinelli. It wasn't. Ah, Martinelli should have played in Gyökeres earlier. Right, knockout phases for the Champions League. Karabakh, Newcastle. That's in the Champions League. Then you got in the Europa Cup. I don't know who that is against Crystal Palace. Then Fenerbahce, Nottingham Forest. Is that Fenerbahce? Yeah, isn't it? And then Celtic against, I don't know who that is. Bodo Glimt, maybe? I don't know. No, it can't be Bodo Glimt. Bodo Glimt's Champions League, isn't it? Pixar says, we saw what Miles Lewis said he could do last season, and it felt like watching a left back version of Lamine. He was gliding and didn't make these mistakes. No, the opposite, bro. He was making these mistakes as well. That's the problem with Miles Lewis Skelly. He came on last season because, don't forget, Calafiori got injured for majority of last season towards the end, and we didn't have another left back to come. We didn't have a Hikapier or someone like that. So Miles Lewis Skelly was forced to start playing more regularly, and that's when it showed. He got like 2 or 3 red cards last season. Plus, he got like a good few. One of the red cards got rescinded afterwards. I think it was against Newcastle, maybe, or someone, where they gave him the red card. We ended up losing that game or drawing it, and but then they rescinded the red card. But we had already dropped points that game anyway. So he that's the one part of his game that it's been consistent, that he makes these kind of mistakes, but that's only because of youth, Peakster. That's just simply down to youth and inexperience. And I'll tell you something, Mikel Arteta does not like that. I'm pretty sure he's warned him about that. The reason why he hasn't played as often this season, obviously, yeah, we got Hikapier and Calafiori, but there's also a reason why he's not playing Miles Lewis Kelly as much. It's because of that, because of the potential yellows and reds that he gets, and then he can put um, the team under strain and in danger of dropping points. So that's the one part of his game that he needs to eradicate or improve on. Other than that, he's a ridiculous talent. He's one of the best young left back slash midfielders there is in the country, at least, and then in Europe. And his ceiling is crazy high. I mean, he could just get better and better every season. That was a bit hard on Christian Norgard. Referee says calma. You see how in this game, how many fouls happen in this game, Peakster? But we've only had 2 yellow cards so far. Whereas in that game against Brentford, that referee, that John, whatever his name, Owen Moxon with the yellow card, that John, whatever his name, I don't even want to remember. That was the worst referee ever. I think they on purposely put him as a referee just to make us drop points. Right, Mardy Salmon, Gabriel Jesus, Christian Norgard. Still, I haven't seen him play one ball to Jokeres. Miles Lewis Skelly. See the talent? You can see the talent. He's composed, he's comfortable, he's confident. It's just that raw. Oh, it's Trossard. Great ball by Christian Mosquera. Trossard on the left hand side comes into the box, crosses it in. Ooh, but Tickle takes it off of Gabriel Jesus' head. Great crossing by Trossard. Again, trying to look for either striker, whether it is Jesus or Jokeres. Yes, Peakster needs experience. That's all it is. All of that will come in time due to experience. I mean, he's already eradicated a lot of that. I mean, he used to make a lot of those mistakes. He used to pick up a lot of yellow cards, but slowly. Oh, look at this. Oh, that's the women's 5th round. So yeah, that's it. John Brooks. Brooks was so annoying, Peakster, man. Peakster, Brooks just throwing cards left and right. I was surprised he didn't suffocate from blowing his whistle so much. Trust me. Those kind of referees. You see this referee here? I forgot his bloody name. I don't remember all their names, but he's a good referee. He lets the game flow, man. He's more like a European referee. He lets the game flow, only stops it if it's really foul play. Does it's not really bothered by blowing his whistle constantly. He's not card happy where he constantly has to pull out cards. It's just I don't know why there's no consistency amongst refs in this country. That's the one thing about the English football leagues that I think needs improving, and it's the referees. I mean, the referees in this country are absolutely ridiculous. I mean, the PGMOL have got Howard Webb in charge, who's a great Premier League referee previously. But you know, he's not making the changes. Oh, here's Eze! Here's Eze, he took the ball, runs. Oh, he tried to play in Martinelli. Handball, he says to the referee. Referee says no. The hell? And by the way, this is not the most experienced Premier League manager as well. I mean, Premier League referee that there's around as well. He's fairly new as well, but that was handball, man. Surely, but there's no VAR in this, so we can't even get the VAR call. What did I say to you though, Peaks? I said to you it's going to be a different second half. Arsenal are going to put the handbrake on. Arsenal are going to take their foot off the gas. It's got nothing to do with Wigan playing better, by the way. It's just Arsenal. There's no urgency anymore. That's it. 4-0, they were happy. Whereas in Arsene Wenger used to go for the jugular. It's like, no, go get the fifth, the sixth, the seventh, the eighth. Just keep scoring. With Mikel Arteta, it's like, okay, no, let's preserve our energy. Let's not get injured. Let's not this. Just play it as a practice game. Just play it as if it's training. That's it. We're 4-0 ahead. Just make sure you keep a clean sheet. And that's the thing. I sometimes we need big wins, man. I know it's not the Premier League and there's no goal difference in this, but still, you just want to get that from your team. You just want them to keep going with that ferociousness and put their foot on the other team's neck and just destroy them. I mean, Wigan making ridiculous amount of substitution. I don't know if that's good for them. Moxon, who's been doing all right for them, is coming off. Kerr, Rodriguez has been slagging a bit. I mean, Raphael made a couple of big mistakes, but look at this Wigan fan. He's just shouting at the Arsenal fan. His mum's not happy. She's like, "Are you gonna get us killed?" That was funny. Oh no, Ben White injured again. Injured again. He's injured again. Benny Blanco. He's injured again. Martin Zubi for Norgard. Nah, surely he's keeping Norgard on. His Eze's taken off, no? Surely he's going to take Eze off now, not Norgard. Or maybe he's going to take off Benny Blanco and just keep 3 at the back. Yeah, Benny Blanco looks like he's coming off, man. Look at that rain. Yeah, it looks like Benny Blanco's coming off for Zubimendi. Don't tell me he's injured again, though, please, man. Oh, look at that. Man like David Raya. Yeah, I mean, Pique says, wait, Norgard might go to centre back, or he went into right back, dude. Why would he go centre back? I think if anything, he'll cover right back for Ben White. Oof, Gabriel nearly got away. Yeah, look, Norgard's right back. Marley Salmon. That's the versatility of Christian Norgard. You can just cover Benny Blanco. Christian Mosquera's had a fantastic game. Again, bear in mind they're only playing Wigan, and that's no disrespect to Wigan. It's just levels to this, and they're like 3 levels below us. That's especially if they get relegated from League One. Martinelli with a cute ball to Gabriel Jesus. Plays in Zubidubidoo. Christian Mosquera. Eze. Trossard. Shoot. Oh, and he gets the ball taken away from his foot. I mean, at this point, Wigan has just got everyone inside the box. Christian Mosquera, great hold-up play. Peekster says, well, I mean, his defensive game is great. It is great. And he's a severely versatile player. It's a shame this should have been 8-0, 9-0 really, but I don't know why they took their hand or they put the handbrake on and they took their foot off the gas. It's a shame. Can they get another goal in this game? I mean, he deserves a goal, surely. Miles Lewis Kelly, what a ball into Trossard, who still got it, nearly got fouled in the box. He plays it quickly to Eze. He's limping. I think they stepped on his foot. Eze got the ball now. Zooby dooby doo. Marley Salmon, he's gone forward high up. Martinelli. Christian Nogard. Zooby dooby doo. Why do you do that? Should have just played a better ball. Christian Nogard defending. He's like, where you going? Where you going? Where you going? Where you going? You ain't going nowhere, bro. You ain't going nowhere, bro. I chop you down like a tree, fam. That's a yellow card, obviously. He took one for the team. Come on, that's experience. You got to do that. You're not just going to let him run. He's like, where you going? Christian Nogard. That's a yellow card you can accept. He took that for the team. He took that for Marley Salmon. He's like, Marley, chill. I have this. And he just chopped him down like a tree. Told him, where you going? Come here. You remember some Mortal Kombat with Scorpion? Come here. Oh no, it's not come here. It's get over. Get over here. It's a free kick for Wigan now. They're gonna just launch it into the box. Trossard injury. Peakster says not a Trossard injury. No, I don't think so. I think they just stepped on his foot. He was limping there a bit. Keep a clean sheet, guys. There's Trossard right now. Plays it out. Fantastic. Oh, Yokeres now. Yokeres now. Yokeres. Yokeres. Oh, he gets fouled. He was just about getting away from the door. Don't tell me he broke his shoulder. Yellow card, obviously. Amos took one for the team. What's his name? Aimson. Is it Aimson? Yeah, Aimson, the captain. Scored the. Oh no, that was Hunt that scored the own goal. He literally got away from them, and then boom, here comes Aimson. I swear down, I think this is the only time, other than the Leeds game in the beginning of the season, where I saw Victor Gyökeres getting away from the defenders. I haven't seen that in a very long time. So that's a good sign. It's a good sign that he's getting away from the defenders. Miles Lewis Skelly on the free kick. Trossard. No God to Mascara. Mascara now to Trossard. Everything is going through the left-hand side now. It's like as soon as Noni Madueke is off the pitch, they switched it from right to left. Here's Trossard again. Play Zubi. That's it. Play this Zubamendi. Is he going to cross it in? Yes. Looking for Gyökeres. No. Martinelli. Oh, unlucky man like Tickle, Manickle, and Schickle saved it. What a ball by Trossard to Zubamendi, and the cross from Zubamendi. Lovely, jubbly on a sixpence on Martinelli's head. Martinelli couldn't direct it all the way to the side. A great save by the keeper, I must say. You got to give credit where credit is due. Got a palm to it and said, hell no. Great piece of goalkeeping and defending from Wigan, but, a little bit too late. Christian Mosquera grabs the ball out the air, controls it, brings it down, and plays a nice little ball to Gabriel Jesus, who's super deep into midfield. He's literally playing like a midfielder right now. Him and Zubamendi 1-2 in it. Miles Lewis Skelly now. What's funny? Eze and Miles Lewis Skelly just getting their passing numbers up. That's all that Arsenal players are doing. Arsenal putting their third keeper on. What's going on? Why? Is Kepa injured? My God. Oh, unlucky. Who's that? Stafford, isn't it? The third keeper. What's his name again? Yeah, Setford. Sorry, I said Stafford. Setford. Man like Setford, Kepa coming off. He must have got injured or something. What's going on? I wonder why Kepa Arrizabalaga's coming off. What, just to get a standing ovation? David Raya standing up, clapping. Man, like Setford. Man City Newcastle Saturday 7 p.m. What's that? Is that Premier League? That can't be Premier League. All right, long ball forward. Setford's first touch is to claim out the air. Great goalkeeping from Setford. Jeez, man, like Tommy Setford, you know. Great goalkeeping from him. First touch just to grab the ball out of the air and calm it all down. Miles Lewis Skelly. Trossard. Right, here they come, Arsenal again. Let's go, Molly. Salmon on the right hand side. Pulls it back though. Christian Norgard. Right, Gabriel Jesus. Zubamendi. Eze on the left hand side now. That's his favorite position, where he's at right now. He likes to come in from the left. That's it. Miles Lewis Skelly. Oh, back heel again. Oh, 2 back heels. Unlucky. 2 back heels looking to play the ball into Eze. I think they want Eze and Gyökeres to get their goals. I mean, there's not much time left. Trossard plays into Eze now. Shoot! Oh, he nearly got his goal, but Tickle saved it. Unlucky, Eze. He's frustrated, bless him. He wants his goal. He does deserve his goal, I must say. What a turn from Eze as well. Just to touch and turn and shoot. It's absolutely marvelous. Fantastical. Great first save, says Peakster. Yeah, definitely. Oh, Peakster says, nah, just giving Setford some minutes. Yeah, maybe. Emirates player of the match, Christian Norgard. Yes! I did say that. I did say to you guys, this guy is fantastic. He should play more often. He's having a fantastic game. Definitely man of the match for me as well. They don't always call man of the match correctly, but this time they have. I mean, Eze is not far off it as well. He's had a fantastic game. 2 absolutely fantastic assists for 2 of the goals. Here's Eze again. Oh! That angle there was crazy because I thought the deflection was taking it in. The way the goalkeeper slipped and then went to the side, I thought the ball was going in. Right, Trossard now. Still with the ball, Trossard. Is he going to cross it? He plays it into Eze. Why are you playing it so hard to Eze? If you want to play it to the man next to you, surely don't play it that hard, man. I'm like a minute behind now, guys. I'm not sure why. It's 2 minutes of injury time. Actually, no, I'm not. What am I talking about? Norgard, man of the match, says Peakster. Well deserved. Yeah, well. Peakster, you did call it. You did say it might be a 4-0 game. So I'm going to give you that one. Unfortunately, no one else called a score line. But yeah, I will give it to you. You are the winner of the correct scoreline game. So 4-0 was your prediction, and that's what's come out. Trossard chasing a long crossfield ball. He keeps it in though. Fantastic. Oh, he tries to play it. He tries to nutmeg the bloody Wigan defender. You can't. He's still got the ball though. Miles Lewis Skelly. Zubamendi. Does he shoot? Oh, I really want him to get his goal. Unlucky. Just nothing is going for him. It's so unlucky. Christian Mosquera with his shoulder to Christian Norgard. That was fantastic. He just went like that. He just said, yo, hold that. Right, we're coming to the end of the game, guys. Trossard. Ooh, do we get one more corner? Supermandy with a shot. Oh, why did you do that, Zubi, man? Zubi wanted another goal. He's getting goal hungry now. He's getting greedy, Zubimendi. He would have never done that before. He would have always crossed it or played it to someone else. But since he's got 5 goals, 6 goals, that's it, guys. Well done. 4-0 Arsenal win. FA Cup. It's only Wigan. Yes, Peakster says, to be fair, good defending from their keeper in the second half. That's right. He made some absolutely fantastic saves in the second half. I mean, at the end of the day, I'll be honest, Peakster, Arsenal did take their foot off the gas. They did start playing with the handbrake, but even against Wigan with the handbrake on, we can really outshine them. But had we stayed in the same kind of mind frame as the first half, we would have destroyed them easily 9-0, 10-0. But I don't think Mikel Arteta likes doing that to teams. I know Man City did that a couple of weeks ago in the FA Cup where they got like a 10-1 scoreline. I don't think Mikel Arteta likes doing that. So he just told them, guys, just play freely in the second half. Just like as in, try not get injured. Try not get lose your energy and focus. Just play as if we're playing the reserves during training. But that's it, guys. Well done. Thank you, everyone, for joining me. Peakster, as usual, thank you for joining me, my friend. And go and sleep. Go and get some rest, man. You've been up for like 24 hours nearly, bro. Like, you've been up for 23 hours now. We had like 4 or 5 good shots that got saved. You're right. But thank you for joining me. Thank you, everyone else that came into the stream, even for 5 seconds, even just to see it quickly and go. Arsenal obviously won. It was an easy win for the Arsenal, 4-0. It's only Wigan. We did play very well, but you can only play what's in front of you, and it was only Wigan that was in front of us. They're in the bottom 3 of League One. It would have been probably the greatest upsets in a long time had Arsenal lost to Wigan today, but you couldn't have seen that coming. I mean, not this Wigan side, and not against this Arsenal squad that literally has a second Premier League team and can play in several different ways. So yeah, a good win for the Arsenal, but it's pretty much straightforward for the Gunners. It's off to the 5th round now, but we got Wolves next, and then we've got Tottenham. So we've got some crunch time games coming up in the Premier League, guys. So I'll see you on the next stream. Thank you very much for coming and joining me. Look out for when my next stream is. And yeah, make sure you join me, guys. And again, Peakster, as per usual, thank you, my friend. Go and have some rest. Everyone else as well. Robert the Gunner, MJ, Sensoon, whoever was here, whoever wasn't here. Thank you very much for joining me. And I will see you again. Adios, amigos. Hasta mañana.